during their record-breaking season.
Yes, they did.
Fantastic game.
I believe it was only the Timberwolves and the Celtics that won at Oracle that season.
Yeah.
And it's one of the reasons why he is so hard to stop. Eventually, he just needs a little opening like that to be able to cash in. He misses on that triple try. So he'll go into a video game room and see Cat in there, and they will play video games together still. Says he's still very tight with Josh Okogie as well. Ricky Rubio.
Andrew's got 10 all of a sudden.
D'Lo off the feet from Rubio. That was nice. And Steve Kerr wants to use the timeout. That first meeting between these two, that was the game where Jarrett Culver originally injured his ankle as Ricky Rubio pulls the trigger.
It's a fun thing to do, and it's also a way to get better.
Curry, no. Edwards defends without fouling there. Malik Beasley is progressing nicely, and Chris Finch said before the game tonight that he is hopeful that we may see Malik in a game or two before this season is over.
We do.
Towns behind the back. Rubio gets him a fancy dime. He has been fantastic.
He's got more assists than he does points this year.
By a wide margin. Timberwolves get the stop. Rubio and Ricky. That was terrific.
Done.
New Orleans before they go home for the final 6 games of the season.
Yeah, they've got an interesting set of games as Rubio has been fantastic. I don't think that they're going to be able to catch Golden State, and I only say that because the Golden State Warriors schedule is so favorable. And
Rubio for 3. And Ricky's got his 4th triple of the game.
I love it, Ricky. So Kevon Looney can't get that pass handled. Minnesota's off to the races again. Josh Okogie with a tough finish and really deserves an and-one opportunity here.
Towns on the drive, and the Warriors come down with the rebound. Bazemore falls to the ground. Towns hadn't gotten up the floor yet, so he's going to get an easy bucket. Only in his rookie year did he shoot it accurately with less frequency. Rubio, meantime, is pulling off his best Steph Curry imitation. He's got 5 triples, matching his season high. Reed.
Get it to him.
And step back for 3, and Anthony. Edwards thought about it, steps back, will take it, and makes another. 15 in the last few minutes, 13 in the 4th. Wiggins spinning. Reed got a hand on it. Warriors,
forcing Karl Anthony Towns into the game.
Warriors have Curry back on the floor. Curry pulls up, and Curry connects.
Unbelievable.
Rubio. No. Towns comes up with a rebound and gets fouled underneath. Timberwolves should have an even bigger lead, Jim. They're just 11 of 19 at the free throw line. Wiggins. Got the screen from Draymond with the spin, and we've seen Andrew with that spin be very effective many times in the past.
Is playing a more consistent role with Golden State because not much is expected of him. Towns is going to get it.
He's not going to get
a free throw opportunity here. Very productive scorer. He's a volume scorer, and did a lot of things. But it was the fact that Minnesota never made it to the playoff. Pretty much enough to be able to get to the playoffs, so they not have the dismal seasons that the Wolves had.
The Timberwolves won on the last day of the season to get into the playoffs. Not really a surprise that that's what he would pick. Travel here.
He deserved to be celebrated because he was a very good player as Towns knocks down the triple. Wow.
So Timberwolves have 3 20-point scorers. Corner 3 by Bazemore, no good. Timberwolves trying to get some separation here. Towns over the shoulder. McDaniels out to Hernan Gomez, and he drills the triple.
Oh, man.
All game. Steph Curry missing that 3.
Back in a playoff hunt.
Nice defensive play there by Draymond. Wiggins dishes it off. Mulder able to lay it in. Back to an 8-point game, 3.5 to go. Curry back to Draymond. Bazemore back to Curry.
For part of me wanted him to hit that shot so we could go back and look at the replay. Almost went off in his hands.
Warriors make the extra pass, and the Timberwolves going to stop anyway.
The Warriors are going to, even if they lose this game, they're going to still be in the driver's seat, I think, to make it.
And New Orleans is the team chasing them. And Jim, if they can take 2 out of 3 from New Orleans.
Yeah, right. And that's what I'm saying. And they've got 2 games against the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're going to have a bunch of wins here, I think.
Curry just 13 points at halftime. Earlier this season became the Warriors' all-time leader in career scoring. Anthony Edwards. Edwards step back 3 with Curry on him. No. Rubio the rebound. And Ricky gets fouled here.
To go, and then it's been an avalanche of points for both Steph Curry and for Anthony Edwards. Good for Ricky. He's really played a whale of a game.
And Jim, thankfully, remember, he had to go to the locker room in that first half when he fell on his hands funny, but he's shown no ill effects from that in this second half.
Or make it into the 8th seed and make it anyway, as Andrew Wiggins can't get that to go. And then have them play Utah in the first round. Golden State, Utah, first round playoff, that would be fascinating.
Steph and Kenny Maurer have a little moment. I think Steph is saying, hey, that continuation play. Houston beat Milwaukee tonight, which is a little scary, as Kevin Porter Jr. had 50 in that game. Memphis got crushed by Portland last night, but then you had the Pelicans lose a heartbreaker to Denver.
That's going to play in bode well for them. That's why I'm excited for the Warriors.
Curry for Wiggins. And Jim, as I mentioned, this is going to be franchise victory.